as of lately, I've been experiencing a lot of stress, and I'm always experiencing stress. Like literally since day one, I've always been super stressed. Like it's just something that happens. It's something that we all experience, and it's inevitable. Everyone's gonna experience it. It's whatever. But it kind of made me think about what makes me stress so much. Like I think about the things I stress about all the time, whether it be like school, whether it be family stuff, even like just like personal things, like within myself that I think is super important to achieve. I kind of sit there and I'm just like, it's not as deep as you think it is. And I think that's applicable to a lot of areas in life, because to me, like things that are deep as like when you broke an arm or something, like you broke a bone, like your girlfriend cheated on you with like Lysandra, or like someone in your life died. Like those are some things that I think are actually worth like crying over and having all these horrible thoughts over, which you shouldn't, because that's not a good way to, cope, but you understand my point. But what I'm trying to say is that life isn't just going to be about like these small little stressing things. Like a lot of the time I stress about things that are super small, and then I start to think like it's just not worth my time personally to stress about small things, because even though, yeah, in the heat of the moment I look at these and I go, "Oh man, I'm such a failure. Like this just sucks. Like I hate having a goal and not being able to accomplish it." Cuz at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter that much, because the next day the goal is just going to be there still. But like what's the difference? You're just the same person. Like yeah, you could be sad, but it's not the end of the world. Like, and I know this is kind of simple to like think about, and it's not really hard to grasp, but it happens so often in like personally myself, and I see it happen so often to so many people, because people always talk to each other about this, and you gotta make sure this is done. You gotta do this and that in this time, because oh my gosh, if you don't, the world's ending, we're all gonna die. Oh my gosh, we all need to scream. We all need to run away from our problems. But in all honesty, that just isn't relevant. And I think a lot of this links to procrastination, because a lot of people procrastinate because they're scared of facing like the music. They're scared of actually facing the problems in their life, because they don't want to mess up. They don't want to have all these horrible things happen to them. But at the end of the day, no matter what the outcome is, you could just look at that and just think it's not that deep, because it simply just isn't. It's not that deep. I've like cried in my childhood and even my teenage years over so many things in my life that are so valid to cry over. It is totally fine to do those things. But the more I think about it, I just kind of feel something within myself where it's just like, you, I'm 17 years old, and it's like, why am I crying? This is just not, like, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is not me. This is not who I want to be. And there's no reason to dwell on this and feel bad about myself because of this one little small smidge of a thing. It's so stupid. But I think you should never, like, even in like the more severe scenarios, like that are super deep, like the ones I said before, there is still an element to that that is relevant in those scenarios, because even though it is terrible, if you just keep sitting on it and dwelling on it, it's never going to get better. So you just kind of have to tell yourself that it's not that deep, even though it is, because if you do, then it's kind of a way to move on more. And I don't know if that's like a working coping mechanism for a bunch of people, and I don't even really know if it is for me, but if you kind of think about it, it makes sense. But obviously, those kind of situations are a lot more detrimental to your mental health and your life in general. But my main point of this video is just kind of saying that if you mess up, who gives a single crap? Who cares if other people think like they're like, ugh, you're so disgusting. Why are you so gross? You're such a chud. Why are you failing? No one does that, bro. Everyone does. But if other people see you fail, who cares, bro? If you see yourself fail, bro, it doesn't matter. 'Cause at the end of the day, next day, whole new goals, whole new life. Everything is different tomorrow. Tomorrow, even though same routine, sure, normal schedule, it's a completely different day. Like the weather's different. Everyone's interactions are different. It's like the way people talk are different. The word choice, everything. Everything is so different and you don't really realize it. It's not like one thing happens and your life stops. Like your dog dies and you're like, all right, I can't move on. Because yeah, you can. Because again, death, terrible. Obviously, you don't want to have someone die in your life, even if it's a pet. But dude, do not spend your entire life sitting and staring at those horrible times in your life because where are you going to get with that? And I'm not trying to have this Andrew Tate growth mindset, weird, random bullcrap, but it's just kind of not worth your time. Because I think a lot of my content going forward and what I've already made is just kind of bettering yourself. It's not worth your time to do these things, to look at your mistakes and say, that's so reprehensible, that's terrible, because who cares? Yeah, you care in the moment, but the next day, the next week, you're never going to remember that moment ever again. And then bang, life moves on. It's just, it's important to stop, take a break, look at things, reflect, and kind of look at yourself and see where I am, what am I doing. But I think it's 10 times more important to move on and not sit on your mistakes and be poutful about them, not be spiteful over them, because it's just not worth your time. And I don't want to keep reiterating this point, but I think it's just so many people don't understand this concept. Like everyone literally at my age digs themselves into a hole and they act like they can't get out of it when they literally made it. If you make it, you can get out of it, bro. You just gotta try. But anyways, thank you for watching. And I love you guys.